Hey guys, it's Alina. I haven't set foot in front of this camera in over 8 months. Not because I didn't care, not because I quit. It's just that 2025 really humbled me in ways I didn't expect. And if you're an entrepreneur without a safety net and without capital and without connections, you know exactly what I mean. In the last 8 months, we focused more on our lo-fi content, and it has actually been really successful. And my fiance, who is behind all of the lo-fi content, has done a really great job of incorporating photos that he's taken, animating them with AI, and also coming up with the playlist that you're able to enjoy, while you're working or listening to them, which I love. Something I suggested to him and he just sort of rolled with, and I absolutely love it because it's really helped us and our YouTube journey. And so hopefully you guys have had a chance to check that out. 2025 not only was a lot of new things that we were trying, especially with social media and YouTube, but also just career-wise, it was just incredibly busy. 2024, 2025 have been incredibly busy years personally, and then of course success with our business has been quite a lot to do as well, and have a full-time job. But I really miss this. I miss this. And I am this year really hoping to put out as much as possible, right? Try and be consistent with what it is that we are doing. Try and make sure we put out more lo-fi content. Try and put out more videos like this, talking about entrepreneurship and what it means to be resilient and hardworking and to build without the things that you need, like connections and capital and, all the other things that come with being an entrepreneur. So this is me showing up yet again, trying something in which I am not sure where it will go. I have to put in the reps. I have to literally, do what's necessary in order to grow what I want to grow. And so this is a part of that journey. And if you are an entrepreneur who is, on the cusp of starting your YouTube, or you're still in it and still trying, and you're only getting so many views and only so many watch time hours, and you're still not monetized, it's fine. Just keep going. Whatever you do, just keep going. That is something I try and live by. I have done quite a few things in the last couple of years that if I wouldn't have just kept going, I would have not been successful. 2025 was one of the hardest years of my life. Personally, spiritually, professionally, it was tough. I worked really, really hard for people who did not see my value. Although I scaled systems, visions, and ideas for them, I was not protected, and it did not pour back into me what I poured into them or it. And so 2025 was a very humbling year, as well as 2024, but 2025 for sure. Was a very, very humbling year that taught me a lot about people, about power, about leadership, and about myself. And that messes with your self-worth, especially when you come from nothing. Resilience isn't just a motivational quote. It is waking up after a defeat and knowing that you're not done. There's a really, really good quote from Maya Angelou where she says, "You may encounter many defeats, but you must never be defeated, ever." And that has never been more true than now for me. I've always tried to take what Maya has taught, and I've been a student of hers for a very long time, and I don't always reach that level of enlightenment, or can't say that I ever have, but I do take what she has to say to heart because it does resonate, and it is something that you should strive for. Let me say this very clearly. It is important to recognize that your value does not decrease because someone in power chooses to not recognize you or that value that you bring. But you can never let the babble effect, other people's opinion, chaos, confusion, cloud who you are and what you bring to the table. I am not perfect, and sometimes I am a mess, and I'm still learning, and I will be for a very long time. But one thing that always remains true is leading with your guiding principles never lets you down, as long as you have good principles. But being kind, being generous, supportive, loving, those things are free. Those things are something in which you should hold near and dear. It's not easy, especially whenever you're dealing with people telling you who you are and they have absolutely no clue. Even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, because I'm not just building a business, I'm trying to be a good ancestor. If you're going to lead, understand that titles do not equal competence, and that people with power don't always have a vision. Your job is not to compromise who you are, but rather use your skills and abilities to get to where you want to go. Learn the systems, learn the game, and then decide where you want to go. 2025 tried me, but it also trained me. And in 2026, I know where I want to go and what my intention is. I am excited again, and I'm looking forward to 2026 and all that I have planned and what I want to do and what I'm going to be able to accomplish. And so I encourage you to keep watching. If you are building with no safety net, with no capital, with no resources, with no connections, this is the place for you. I want to show you what I've done in the last couple of years, not just in business, but also utilizing AI. And so there will be a lot more to come with that. Check out our website, subscribe, share, comment, interact. I would love to hear from you, whoever's out there watching. It's important that you know that I am building, and I don't know exactly where everything is going, but I have a clearer vision now, and I understand what I'm capable of. And so I'm just excited for 2026 and what's to come. It has been a rough year for a lot of people for a number of reasons, but 2026 is a year of many opportunities, and it's going to be a tough one because of this administration. And I just need to encourage everybody, whatever you do, keep going. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video.